everyone. Have a great day. I hope that you are still doing fine at home, though we are facing the most terrifying and very devastating impediment that spread out the entire world, which is the onslaught of pandemic disease. But life must go on. Let's all be positive for everything. Let's all lean on to the highest so that we'll be able to cope up and have an easy recovery for this certain situation that we have. Now, by the way, my name is Bonnie Rico Baba. I am a cosmetologist for almost 20 years and I am a salon owner. My salon bears the fictitious name Laura's Hair Touch for Men and Women. In this range of years in experience, I am thinking of something to share. Something that could motivate and arouse the interest of everyone. Something that could truly be used in their future lifetime, especially to our young hairstylists or young hairdressers who truly love and embrace this vivid profession as a cosmetologist. I think this would be the right time to show up my skill proficiency as a matter of transmission learning through sending an informative videos in my vlog which includes some purposes just like to enhance the knowledge and informations of everyone, especially to our younger stylists or young hairdressers who are still in a novice level of their learnings in the field, and to build up confidence and firmly develop their self-esteem, and it can be served as a pattern and reference for everyone who found obscurity regarding things, how it was done, how it was being performed, and how it was being demonstrated. Now, I have a question, just one question that only needs an answer with yes or no. Do you want to know how to become an effective hairstylist? Or shall we say, an efficacious hairdresser? If your answer is yes, then this video is definitely for you. Subscribe and what's up on my YouTube channel, The Bonnie's Touch. And don't ever forget to write the comment, and you can use the dialect. It's either be in Cebuano, Ilonggo, Tagalog, Waray, or even in English language. If you're going to ask questions or write a comment, everything will be answered. Now, the salon services that I'm going to share with you is in 3 different categories. First, the rebonding system and the Brazilian blowout, and how these 2 different products or 2 different chemicals can be offered and can be served together in a unit time process. Second, I'm going to share with you the different techniques of hair coloring, such as highlights, low lights, baby lights, bronzy, ombre, sombre, and débalayage. Now, we have different options, or we have several techniques in achieving different gorgeous looks in terms of hair coloring. Now, the third category is what we call crafting hairdo, or I'm going to share with you how to craft to make a hairdo, elegant hairdo, which is suit or appropriate to any different occasions, just like debut, wedding, a special birthday, um, what else? Yeah, luxurious meetings, for example, or even daily wears of the children, your lovely girls. I'm going to share with you all of those. But in this category, there is no harmful chemicals that we are going to deal with, because we are going to use only the lacquers, this one, when we are crafting hairdo. Unlike on the first category that you are talking about, treatment. So when we speak of treatment, there is an involvement of chemicals. And when we heard the word chemicals, what immediately comes onto your mind? It is maybe harmful, dangerous, poisonous. So those are some a little bit conclusions when we hear the word chemicals. So, in other words, since we are dealing with client, dealing with people, so as a cosmetologist or as a hairstylist, we need to have a thorough study about the chemicals that you are using every day. So, in that certain product, which is what we called rebonding treatment, this certain product is said to be an effective because it could really innovate, it could really transform the original band of the hair, the original textures of the hair can be transformed into another texture because of its effectivity, because of its effectiveness. But this certain product is classified into two different chemicals, the which should be bound together and cannot be interchanged in their sequence of steps. It cannot be interchanged. So there is, in other words, there is a sequence of step precise. There's a precise sequence of steps in a procedure. So this certain product is classified into two, which the number one is what we call the relaxant, and this certain treatment, which is relaxant, can only offer, or can only, its effectiveness or its effectivity can only diminish or lessen the original band of the hair. So meaning after its penetration or after its application, you cannot expect that there is only you can see the expected result of the so-called system. So meaning there is still a sequence of steps to follow in order to obtain the expected one. And the second treatment is what we call the canceller, or commonly known as neutralizer. The function of this particular treatment is to reconstruct or to restructure the band of the hair, the new textures of the hair during its penetration process. No, as the treatment is on the process of penetrating into the hair, it will lock the new textures of the hair. So meaning, if there is from curls, from curly texture, and then it is being ironed, it is flattened by the iron. So that flattened hair will be restructured by the um, can be restructured by the treatment, which is what we call the canceller, or shall we say the neutralizer. So after its penetration, that particular texture will last longer, or will last long. So in the same manner, the cosmetologist or the hairstylist should have a sufficient knowledge about the treatments, or all the treatments that he is going to use for the client, because as a hairdresser, actually he is not merely focused on how is he going to perform the task, just like hair cutting or any other task that we have, but the most important is the precise learnings about the treatment that we are using. Because when we speak of treatment or chemicals, there should always be a harmful effect. So we have to be careful enough on it. Now, before everything we share, let me state some important characteristics of being effective, fruitful, hairstylist. First, he must be enthusiastic in his prepared job. Second, he must have sufficient knowledge and skill proficiency as far as service is concerned. Third, he must be an open-minded in terms of receiving, adapting, and grasping new ideas from the other senior hairstylist. Do not directly criticize on others' opinions, because every individual or every hairstylist have their own capabilities in terms of skills. Number 4, he must be a broad-minded in terms of dealing with the clients, because every individual or every client have different behaviors. 5, he must be an artistic and creative. And the last one, as a hairstylist, he must be confident enough on doing whatever the hair services that the salon has to offer. That's it. And watch up. My first video presentation is up next.
Tungkol tayo sa mga patakaran ng national government. So, until now, nasa video pa tayo, nakasarap ang Fort Santiago at iba pa mga tourism destination.
Hi, hello everyone. Have a great day. And I hope that this first video presentation that I'm going to share with you, it could help you a lot of things. It would encourage you. It could motivate and arouse your interest to learn more about. And the service that I'm going to share with you today is all about the rebonding system. The first thing that you are going to do is to diagnose the hair, or to distinguish the hair types of the client. But what the desire of the clients that we have today is she wanted to change the color, and also, of course, she likes to change the textures of the hair. So let us follow her desire. Now, before we are going to start everything, I just want to let you know that the hair that grows throughout the head has different porosity, especially on the forehead, on the sideburns, and also on the neck back here. The hair that grows on these areas has a less end porosity, meaning to say that there is a less end capacity of penetrating the treatment. Okay, during the penetration process, they could easily obtain or they could easily obtain the development process, the development processing. Now, all what we have to do is we are going to adjust because also in the ironing process, as we come later, during the ironing process, the forehead, the sideburns, and also the neck back, the same way. We have to adjust the temperature which is coming up from the iron because these sides here, sideburns, and also on the neck back, they could easily be burned if ever there's a too much heads of the temperature. So now, if you would ask what types of hair that the client has, the answer is this is what we call the medium types of hair. Okay, the medium type of hair, and its characteristic is, of course, there is an excessive curls of hair, and that is what we call kinky. Now, as she requested that she likes to change the color, now the first thing that we are going to do is not the rebonding treatment first, but we are going to change the color first before we are going to proceed to the rebonding system so that it could be and um, fast in time. Okay?
Naputol dyan. Naputol talaga. Nag-spark talaga din sunog. Buti sana yun lang nangyari. E paano kung hindi pa talaga siya naputok-putok talaga at nagkasabog-sabog yan dyan? Delikado kami. Hinayaan mo kay pag magbayad ako, diretso ako doon. Irereklamo ko yan sa kung ano ba pwede ng paraan yan. Takara naman na yan sa amin dito. Bakit nakarating dami-dami nang na kabit-kabit dyan?
Now, observe the hair. The hair is now colored, change its color. But take note that this hair was previously treated with rebonding treatment 8 months ago. So, this newly growth part only be treated with the relaxant. Okay? Do not attempt to put the number one treatment here on the bottom part. Okay? Only this part here, the newly growth part, we are going to give the relaxant treatment. Now, as what I have told you, that the relaxant is only diminish or to lessen the natural texture of the hair. This is what we call the natural texture of the hair. Okay? The relaxant will only offer its capacity or its effectiveness to diminish or to lessen the original or the natural strand of the hair. This is what we call the original band of the hair. This one here. Now, if you will notice that after its penetration, the given time, let us say, almost 40 minutes of penetration process, we are going to rinse the hair because this, take note that it is tinted with color. We are not allowed to penetrate a long time on the treatment number one, or shall we say the relaxant, because you know that it could severely damage the hair, especially if you are going to attach this one on the scalp. So take note that when you are applying the treatment, which is the relaxant, do not, as possible, okay, as possible, do not avoid to attach the treatment on the scalp, because it could severely damage the hair. Not directly to the scalp, but to the hair. But the result of those negative results will not be explained on this video, because it is very scary actually. Now, the thing that you are going to do now is, it is nice to be fast during the application process, because we are running out of time, because the hair which is being tinted with color, okay, the hair which is being tinted with color could easily penetrated by the treatment. So all what we have to do is we have to move fast. So that's why I'm explaining further about it, because I do not to say anything while I'm in the process. Now, the thing that you are going to do is divide the hair into sections, but as fast as possible, you are going to move fast, okay? But since that the hair is so thick, okay, because it has a large volume of hair, so if when you're applying starting from the neck and you already reach here, if you notice that there is what we call an elasticity reactions of the hair, please rinse it very well. Okay, do not attempt to accomplish it all. Okay, when you are starting to apply the treatment here until here, and then this section is not yet done, and this section is not yet done, it's just okay. For as long, if you notice that when you are coming down the hair, the treatment, if you notice that there is a rapid reaction of elasticity, please rinse the hair immediately. Okay, rinse the hair immediately. You can even accomplish there on the shampoo bowl, on this part. Okay, the most important is the elasticity reaction is being stopped. Okay, meaning the penetration is also stopped. So there is nothing to worry about when it comes to damage hair. Okay. Now, if you will get wonder why on the first treatment, that what we call the relaxant, after a few minutes we are going to rinse and we will blow dry the hair, you will notice that this particular strand of the hair, this particular texture of the hair, this curve, it will be getting smaller. Okay, this one here. So expect that after you rinse the hair, after you blow dry the hair, expect that there is a large volume of hair, but there's nothing to worry about, meaning to say that there is a perfect penetration of the hair. Okay, so meaning to say that there will be another more sequence of steps to follow to accomplish the expected result. Okay, now watch out. First, divide the hair into 4 sections here. Then that's one here. Hi, hello everyone. I would like to introduce to you my new discovered rebonding treatment, a series brand of Raymond, which is the argan oil rebonding treatment. I would like to use this certain product to this type of hair, which is kinky. This certain product is absolutely amazing, and I would like to use this on these types of hair. Then after the result, you will really appreciate its radiance effect. Very effective. Absolutely amazing. let's start now here at the nape back. So to the beginners out there, watch out very carefully when you are applying the treatment, especially the treatment number 1. And you know, it is very nice also to clamp up your fingers, this one, so that every strand of the hair could absorb or could have the treatment. And another purpose is you could easily remove the excessive treatment that is on the hair. The hair part, which is, yeah, that one, which has the treatment. Those treated hair that is being applied with the treatment, you soak the hair immediately into water so that it would not penetrate the treatment.
Talaga pinasuin talaga yan sa sana. Pag dito natin ilagay yung Christmas tree ba na?
Hindi, ano talaga.
Wala akong plano man talaga.
May mga ano talaga ako.
Doon maglalagay pa tayo ng Christmas tree doon? Oo, mama. Kasi magpapasko na. Ano ko bumbaro kung lagay ng Christmas tree doon? Kasi,
Christmas tree?
dahil ang Christmas tree natin, wala
Unti-untian na lang natin.
wala namang pandekorasyon. Pangit, wala man ng bulaklak, wala man ano. Wala.
Kahit mga 500 lang muna.
Kaya nga sabi ko, may 500 lang ako. Pagkabili na ako
Mga maganda
kahit
naman,
sa, ano,
bilhin
sa
mo.
gate 3 kasi di ba, every Webes naman napunta ko doon. importante ko doon yung mga bulaklak na pag ikakabit ko lang muna, di bali wala na munang balls. Kasi ang balls may kamahalan talaga. So po,
Maganda na ang balls ni baby.
flowers muna. Unahin ko muna yung mga flowers. Diba? Paikutan ko lang siya ng flowers. Maganda na. Matatakpan na yung mapangit-pangit ng tree.
Yung medyo may ano na.
Oo, marami na. Ay, mas maganda naman din. Maganda naman yung pag sa bago, maganda yan. Ako, sabi ko, kasi marami sa gate 3 doon sa metro. Siyempre, papas ko na yun ang mga paninda nila doon sa doon. Ano? Lagi na yan doon. Kasi sasabihin niya, ma, saan kaya ito? Excited na talaga.
Diba si Dodo?
Alam mo si Dodo, laking katulong ko siya sa bahay.
Ano si
Pati sa
Dodo?
pag-iisip ng ano, minsan siya pagtatanong ko doon, anong ulamin natin
Nakita ko
doon?
talaga yung ano ko, yung
Manahan ko talaga yan siya.
ano more than 100% sa ano ko.
Alam mo yung feeling ko, siya lang yung...
Selected yung ano eh.
Siya lang yung parang matino kong kausap sa bahay.
Oo. Kasi ang bunso, ano pa talaga yun.
Ang bunso okay lang.
Considerable.
Kaso bata pa talaga
Si ate
siya.
kasi ano.
Si ate kasi,
Parang-
hindi ko matanong. Parang
medyo
parang
may
nakadepende.
pagka-
Hindi nakadepende talaga siya pa. Pag tinanong ko siya, sabi niya, ikaw ma'am, ano. Eh si Duno nagsasuggest. Doon ako nakakakuha ng medyo lumalakas ang loob ko na ay kailangan ko magano kasi pag sinabi ko parang ayaw ko daw maglagay, hindi ma, maglagay tayo ma. O di parang sige na nga lang maglalagay. Kaso sabi ko naman kasi kaya kagabi barating ka, nag-uusap kami noon, sabi ko sana magbigay mo lang kahit sabi ko lang kahit 500 lang magbigay si daddy. Makagawa na tayo ng maitayo na natin Christmas tree kay ano kaya tayo ikakabit doon. Sabi ko sa kanya,
Tapos mga ilaw-ilaw sa...
ang lights yata ba? Hindi ko alam kung mayroon pa ba ako doon o
Meron yata.
tingnan ko nga, nasa sako niya sa loob na dudukutin ko yun bukas na kasi gusto talaga niya, kagabi nabanggit na naman niya saan kaya natin lalagay yung Christmas tree ano, dito na lang banda ba? Saan ba niya tinuro sa akin kagabi? Sabi ko, dito ko lang yung banda doon, lalagay sa may basta na kasi dami ng plano. Maraming plano yan siya. Pagaganda yung computer niya. Kung ako, yung computer mo kumpleto na, hindi speaker pa tayo niya, mag-iipon pa ako. Kasi, lalagyan ko pa nga nag-ilaw yan dyan sa likod. Tapos ko, may kortina. Anak niyo mo lalagyan ng ilaw, yung papangit na nag-kortina, tapos may ilaw. Hindi na. Alisin kasi, pangit na alisin na kortina kay ang pintuan natin, tulak-tulak yan. Ngayon, mahaharangan niya pag ano. Sayang, maganda sana, yung kikilos, nakikita mo lang yan sa ano. Doon na sa may TV natin nilalagay yung ilaw. Kasi sa TV, walang dingding na, wala nang ano. Yun, siguro kung madalas ko makausap na parang nakikipag-anuhan ba na ano, maganda. Yun. Maliban lang kung busy sa laro, hindi mo makausap yan. Lalo na kung talagang magigigil na siya sa laro niya. Wala na, gagalitan ka pa niyan pag sa buhay mo. Ano yun kasi na? May magabi siya. May mga ganyan pa. Ito magayon yung ginagawa niya. Tapos pag inulit, pag sasagot naman siya, alam mo siya talaga masasagot ng maayos yung tanong mo. Kaya titigilan ko na lang. Pag wala siyang ginagawa, yun. Eh siya mismo mag-o-open. Pag siya mismo mag-o-open, yun, makakausap ko siya ng maayos. Siya lang, lagi nag-ano. Wala ko marinig kay Ninit, wala ko marinig kay ate. Lari kayo ng ano? Ako, wala ka din kay ate. Mayroon walang, okay lang yan siya. Pag tinanong mo yan siya, ikaw pa tatanungin yan pabalik sa'yo. Siguro kasi kulit, ilang araw na yan, sabi siya. Dito natin lalagay yung Christmas tree na. Dito natin lalagay yung Christmas tree doon kasi yun din naman yung ating mga bulak na. Huwag mo pa, ano na. Sanay ka naman yan eh. Pag natapos mo ito babad pa, uwiin ko muna sila pa. Okay. Kainit ko tapos. Magdala na natin ang pagkain. maghuhugas na ako, wala ka nang hugasan, wala na akong kung ano yan. Para kung kukuha kayo, yan lang, tinapay. Pinasinta ko na kasi di na ako nakapagkape. Tuloy-tuloy ko na yung aking ano eh. Pwede daw ha, yung online mo. So, yun sa pagin kasi. Nagulat ako kanina sa kanya kasi nabibig. Tapos, morning ma. Gising ka na. Hindi mo naman siya makita na dito sa gising. Gising ka na. Napakalambit ko naman din ko. Ay, ayaw mo niya. Ayaw niya. Kahit ako, ayaw. Hindi, ang ano lang niya, ihahag ko lang siya, i-kiss. Pero susubra pa doon. Bakit kaya siya sa akin? Kasi ako sa putoy na siya. Hindi ko naman ito. Diyos ko. At natatawa-tawa ako sa ganyan. Ano ko siya? Kamot siya ng kamot. Patingin niya kasi yung ginagamot mo. May ginagamot mo. Huwag nga ma. Alam, binata na talagang anak mo. Di, sinamot niya. Ano mo kasi, patingin nga ako baka may kuto dyan. Kasi pagtingin ko kaya katayo. Tayo na talaga sabi ko na.
Hindi, kasi wala pa
Tayo na siya talaga. Hindi, iba yung, ano mo talagang ano na siya.
Siyempre, nagiging
Kasi
stronger yan.
na ano niya, na, tawag dito,
At saka
nakamot niya.
Napipil na rin.
Nakamot niya.
Ay, mamaya pa dong.
Sige, balik kayo.
Makati daw. Sabi ko, dali ko ka kasi, dahil ano yan, ang panghin yan, kaya nilagyan mo kate. Ay, kaya pala yun ipakita, kaya tayo. Natawa sa kanya, tapos niya siya sa akin. Kasi ikaw mama eh, kasi dito sa'yo, tatawanan mo ako.
Now, I have something to show you. I am not yet finished of applying the treatment number 1. But see, I have something to show you. What's up? This is what we call the knot test. Okay? Suppose you are going to tie this one. Okay? And then we are going to pull in the strand of the hair a little, just a little. You see that? Okay, so there is an elasticity reaction. Okay, see that? Okay, that one, meaning it's time to rinse the hair. Okay, another side. Okay, so when you pull in the hair, there is what we call elasticity reaction. See? So meaning the hair already obtained the time processing development, okay, of this particular treatment. Now we are going to rinse the hair and then we will continue it later. Okay, the hair is already rinsed. Now, if you will notice, the hair is so rough. Okay? It's so rough. So, what you have to do is, we are going to use this certain product, which is the milk keratin treatment. This is a treatment. Now, why do you have to use this? So that the nutrients of the hair that were lost because of the intense chemicals of the so-called treatment, which is the relaxant, will be easily replenished by this particular treatment. So we are going to apply it here while we are applying, continue applying the relaxant treatment on the rest of the hair. So this one, as we go forward here, this one also will be penetrated on this particular treatment so that um, the lost nutrients of the hair will be replenished by this certain product. Just crumple the hair, then comb it thoroughly. Do not comb it forcefully, but just gently comb down the hair. Oh, you see? Do not comb down the hair forcefully, but you have to comb down the hair gently. You see? To avoid roughness, we are going to apply some treatment. Hope you guys, you could get some techniques of how to serve better with these different kinds of textures of the hair from the clients, for our clients. So we will continue again applying the relaxant treatment. So we don't have to worry about on this part of the hair. Ano pa daw? Ha? Tagal pa.
Agad.
Oo. Last time. Gusto ko magpabuti. Pila ka dyan. Tapos siya na lumayas. Hindi ka na magpabuti. Ganyan yan sila. Nagstupid sila. Unahan. Now I just finished the both sides, but I am going to rinse now. I just finished. Now, the developing process is done. You see that? You see? So it's time to rinse the hair.
Producer na to, alam mo kung sino ang gumasta sa mga direktor. Asa si Tonya? Kasing tao ay nawawala na naman. Baka lang yung pagkasinuan niya. Huwag kang pauwi sa akin, ha? Hindi. Now, ano mo yung battery box doon?
Battery box?
Battery box? Hindi yan. Hindi yung
Ano
isang
mga
yan.
doon?
Yung nasa sulok.
Ito po?
Hindi,
Bakit
yung nasa
ganyan
sulok.
tinapay na yan?
Hindi mo ba alam yung sulok?
Teka, alin ba rito?
Hindi yung isang yan.
Ito? Ito
Oh,
ba
yan.
bigat? Okay.
Ano?
Teka, bakit sino kang inuutusan mo?
Salamat, nakuha mo rin.
Tutot na lang.
Wala. Lampa pa. Ayun na po. Salamat sa wala. Ano na yan? Bakal mo kumilos. Nasa sulok lang, hindi pa makita.
Hindi ma.
Rhinitis tuloy ako. Hoy!
Ay,
Ay,
apat
ako.
na lang daw.
Ang galing pa bigat?
Ayun o! Tissue!
Tissue po.
Di ba nga nahihirapan ako huminga?
Saan ba kukunin ko?
Ay! Ang sunga! Pati tissue lang eh! Akin na. May iba ka pa bang utos? Wala. Wala na. Halika rito. Maupo ka lang dyan, wala kang gagawin.
Chef, okay
Sabi
na.
na maupo ka lang dyan eh. Hindi ka pa nagbe-break. Sana pala hindi na lang ako pumayag sa shoot. Okay, Makoy. Anong attitude yan? Sinisigaw mo si Bianca kaya akala ng ibang tao pwede siyang bastusin. Sorry, sir.
Teka, hindi ko naman siya binabastos ha. Hindi ko inaapi yung staff mo. Nagpapato.
Peekaboo!
Sandali, huwag kang umalis.
Now,
Teka lang.
this is what I've told you a while ago, that there should be a large volume of hair after the relaxant treatment. So
Hindi ah.
the original textures of the hair turns to this a little bit turn to smaller curls.
Okay ka
So
lang.
meaning that
Oo.
there was a deep penetration of the treatment
Kung hindi kita tinulak,
and
dito ka na
it was
ngayon.
successfully done.
Kita mo,
Now
niligas
let's
kita
proceed
ah.
to the ironing process. But before that, I'm going to suggest
Baka mamatay ka
that,
na wala sa oras.
we need to use this liquid keratin treatment. We need to spread out throughout the head, throughout the hair,
Ang
the hair strand. Or if you don't have this,
Gusto kong
you can also use this
Ako'y
treatment.
pasalamat sa iyo.
The milk, the keratin milk,
Alam mo,
keratin
hindi ko
treatment.
maintindihan yung sinasabi mo.
No?
Bakit ka
You can
nagsasabi
only
sa akin?
you can only
Ako itong sumapi sa iyo
get and
at nagbigay
spread
sa
in
iyo
your
maraming
palm,
problema.
spread into the
Ako ang dapat mahirap.
hair strand.
Bianca. Gusto ko
Or you can also use this one.
Aalis na ako ah. Ingatan mo ang sarili mo.
Be sure that the strand at the middle would have it. Before we proceed to the ironing process.
Huh?
Again, we are going to divide the hair.
Si Officer Choi?
Susi siya. Loko tong! Ano ba problema mo? Ha? Mayo ka ba? Labas dyan! Ano? Lumas ka dyan! Bilis! Lumas ka! Ano?
Oh my gosh. You see?
Nakakatakot talaga ang lumabas. Ay, kabayo! Hindi pa ako nasasanay. Naku, puti na ako takihin. Ano? Nakita mo ba yung tatay mo? Nakapagpaalam ka na ng maayos?
It will be divided into several sections.
Susi! Kita mo to, parang nabingi na. Hindi ka ba makapagsalita sa lungkot? Naku, dapat hindi mo na lang kasi pinuntahan ang bahay nyo. Dalo ko tuloy naging miserable.
Juanita,
Oh, ano ba yon?
huwag muna natin gawin yung ritual. Mukhang may mahalaga pa akong kailangan gawin.
Ano? Ano bang gagawin mo? Ano nangyari? Hindi mo kaya dahil sa tatay mo?
Hindi yun. Para kasing may hindi tama.
Ano bang hindi tama yung sinasabi mo dyan? Alam mo ikaw, ito ang hindi tama na nandito ka pa ngayon.
So the temperature that we are going to use is
Parang hindi siya yung tao na
200 degrees Celsius.
Masama ang
Okay?
utot ko.
But since we start at the nape here,
Ito ang oras para umalis.
it should only be 180 degrees Celsius. And then when you finish this section, you can adjust again the you can adjust the temperature to reach up to the at least 200 degrees Celsius until here. Then when you
Talaga?
press on this part and you're all going to start again on the in this sideburn, you are going to adjust again into 180 degrees Celsius. Okay? And also on the forehead. That's also 180 degrees Celsius. Okay?
Let's hang out tuwing 9:15 kasama ng mga paborito ninyo.
Ano? Ito ka? Kasi, ano ba? Hindi ko pa rin yun. Hindi mo sa akin, ha? Sa akin, ano? Hindi ko lang sabi sa pati. Ito na ba ba? Sisiguro ka na. Ang gagawin mo sa amin.
Now, before you climb up this iron into the hair, you are going to press it first into the cloth. Okay?
May fun tambayan na tayo on TV. Chill tayo with Gabby Garcia.
IRL.
Simulang November 12, Thursday 9:15 p.m. sa GMA News TV. Mismo na bang mag-food trip? Padyak na sa Marikina kasama si Cara.
For 300 pesos, social na social, meron ka ng seafood paella. Oh my God, nakamain ko na, sorry ha. Ang sarap eh.
O ipa-deliver ang pagkain pumatok sa kanlasa.
Ang panalo sa kanila yung kanilang salsa. Nakakagana yung salsa nila.
Sa gitna din ang mga bagong food adventure, inasarap sa bagong araw at oras. Mag-test 9:15 p.m.
Hindi talaga ako yung tipong nagpupunta sa mga ganitong overlooking. Pero dahil sa'yo, wala akong choice. Teka lang, dahil nandito na rin tayo, mabuti pa mag-selfie na rin tayo rito. Game ka?
Sige.
Dapat kita yung cue. Okay, ready? Alright. Sarap dito.
Oo nga, ang saya.
Masaya kasi katabi kita. Mahalaga kung sino kasama mo. Lalo Lalong gumanda ang tanawin dahil kasama kita.
Salamat.
Malaki talaga ang pasasalamat ko sa iyo that time. Noong oras na nagpunta yung mga classmate ko, hindi na ako nakapagtimpi. Naisip ko pagkatapos nun, sa mga nagawa ko sa buhay ko sa loob ng 33 years, yun na ang pinakamalungkot, pinakanakakahiya, at nakakaawa. Bakit? Bata pa lang ako, mag-isa na ako. Kahit na malungkot ako, tinis ko lahat yun. Hindi ako lumapit sa kahit kanino. Pero ngayong nandito ko na sa tabi ko, sapat na yun para
Nakakuha ka na.
mapagaan ang gusto ng loob ko. Yun ang na-realize ko.
Hindi ako yun. Ang dahilan kung bakit gusto ni Chef na kumain ng kanin. Yung taong nagpasaya sa kanya nung malungkot siya. Hindi ako ang taong yun.
Maraming salamat, Bianca. Ginawa ko ang mga bagay na ayaw kong subukan nun. Salamat, nandito ka.
Hindi ako yun. Hindi ako ang taong yun.
Doon pa lang malaman.
Ang pinakangalalaking balita.
Ito po ang special cover ng News TV Christmas Party.
Mabilis at buong tapang na iahagin.
Nagtulungan po tayo ng Joint Task Force sa saksyan sa kanilang fire operation. Patuloy natin tinututukan ang epekto ng 6.9 magnitude na dito.
Susugod sa ngala ng katotohanan si Emil Sumangil.
Nasa state of public emergency na po ang buong Pilipinas dahil sa coronavirus.
Sa News TV Quick Response Team. Weekdays, 3:30 p.m. Let's hang out noong 9:15 kasama ng mga paborito ninyo. Paboritong pampag-good vibe. Paboritong ka-food trip.
Panalo.
Nakapupulutan ng tips. And insights sa bago nating mundo.
Sama-sama tayo sa anong trip.
Just sit back and relax.
Yun yung susubukan namin gawin.
Make time for your paborito. Weeknights sa News TV.
Ang libo ang trike accident sa bansa. Alamin ang peligro ng overloaded na tricycle. Baka insidente ng citizen's arrest. Huli sa video ang ganitong paraan ng paghuli ng pribadong individual sa mga suspect ng krimen. Yung kahina pa ng pulisya. Alisto!
We got you covered. Nasaan ka man sa Pilipinas? Makibalita mula North, Central, and Southern Luzon, Central and Eastern Visayas, Western Visayas, at North, Central, and Southern Mindanao. Sa Local News Matters, GMA Regional TV Strip, weeknights 11 p.m. At sa GMA Regional TV Weekend News, Saturdays 10:30 p.m. sa GMA News TV. Dahil sa pinsalang idinulot ng Typhoon Rolly, hangad nating matulungan ang ating mga kababayan sa Albay, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes at iba pang bahagi ng Bicol. Kaya naman, kumakatok ang GMA Kapuso Foundation sa inyong mga puso upang makapaghatid tayo ng tulong at pag-asa sa ating mga kababayan dumaraan sa panibagong pagsubok.
Isang lakas, isang pag-asa, patungo sa bagong umaga.
Sama-sama tayo sa muling pagbangon ng ating bayan. Buong puso para sa Pilipino.
view kapag pababa, no? Okay ah. Tapos na tayo sa Namsan ngayon. Yung cruise ang susunod. Ang baduy nun, pero yun ang napili mo eh.
Hindi ako ang taong yun.
Oo, huwag ka na mapikon. Ano ko ba, siyempre binibiro lang naman kita. Huwag ka magalit.
Hindi talaga ako ang taong gusto mo, Chef.
Ano? Paano nangyaring hindi ikaw ang taong gusto ko? Ano ba ang gusto mo sabihin?
Multo siya.
Ha?
Multo yung totoong nagustuhan mo, hindi ako. Ang totoo. Nakakakita ako ng mga multo. Merong sumapi sa akin. Nagtagal siya sa katawan ko. Totoo yung sinasabi nilang pagsapi ng multo sa tao. Yung nagustuhan mong Bianca, hindi talaga ako yun. Sinapian lang ako ng multo. Hindi ako ang taong yun. Sorry siya.
Ay, umiyak ka na naman.
Sana mapatawad mo ako, Chef.
Ang totoo niyan, hindi ko talaga maintindihan yung mga sinabi mo sa akin kanina. Tana, mamaya ko na ipaliwanag ng mabuti.
Pasensya na talaga, Chef.
Bianca,
너무나도 사랑했던 사람들 내 손끝에 남아있는 온기를
Batang 3 taong gulang patay sa sunog sa Las Piñas, ilang nasunugan, nanakawan pa raw. Sa Camarines Sur, 7 magkakaanak nasawi ng matrap sa nasunog na apartment. Ulang dala ng bagyong Ulysses, mararamdaman na sa Bicol at Eastern Visayas simula bukas. Force evacuation, ipatutupad sa Catanduanes na unang sinalanta ng bagyong Rolly. Sasakyang sangkot sa shootout na ikinamatay ng 2 sa Cavite City. Kaduda-duda rin daw ang pagkakabili ayon sa HPG. At sanggol, iniwan sa gilid ng irigasyon sa Cotabato.
Bagong lipat lang ang mga nakatira sa nasunog na apartment na ito sa probinsya ng Camarines Sur. 7 silang magkakaanak. Lahat po, mga kapuso, nasawi. Ang tinitignan pinagmula ng apoy, ihahatid namin maya-maya lamang. Magandang hapon ito.
Parang
Ang
nagbago
news
na
meeting
kaya
ng response team
yung
sumusunod
event
kahit saan sa kanila katotohanan. Sunod-sunod ang mga nagalang na sunog sa mga nakalipas na araw. Kabilang yan, ang nangyaring magabing sunog
Dito po, sa lungsod ng Las Piñas,
Para may kunting
patay sa sunog ang isang batang 3 taong gulang. Muntik na rin mamatay ang kanyang kapatid na sanggol pala kung hindi po dahil sa kabayanihan
parang inipat
ng isang bumbero. Narito ang report ni Bob Alegre.
Taas ng 2 palapag, ang apoy at usok na bumulabog sa Lopez Compound sa barangay Daniel Fajardo, Las Piñas City, bandang alas 9 kagabi. Hindi magkamayaw ang mga residente. Kita ang pagkabalisa nila, ama na hindi pagsapalaran kung anong gamit ang kayang mailigtas. Naging pahirapan ang pagresponde dahil masikip ang mga eskinita at nabaliwala na ang anumang uri ng physical distancing. Matapos ang kalahating oras na makikipagtuos ng mga bumbero sa apoy, nakontrol at naapula ang sunog. Pero isang batang lalaki ang namatay.
Ina-assist pa natin kung ilang bahay at kung magkano. Ang masaklap sa akin ay mayroon tayong isang bata na kaso at 3 years old. Diyan po sa malapit sa pinagmulan ng apoy. Umalis yung magulang, tapos yung lola nandun din, tapos nag-CCR yung lola pagbalik niya po ay nakita niya malaki yung apoy.
Sa isang post sa social media, ipinagluksa ni John Paul Edralin Escueta ang pagkasawi ng pamangkin niya si Steven o mas tinatawag nilang Buknoy. Sa isa pang viral post, nagpasalamat naman ang tiyahin ni Buknoy sa volunteer firefighter na tumulong na iligtas ang nakababatang kapatid ni Buknoy na si Gabgab. Kabayanihan para sa kanila ang pagsugod ng volunteer firefighter sa sunog kahit walang safety gear para lang iligtas ang sanggol. Nagpapagaling daw ang bumbero sa Las Piñas District Hospital dahil sa mga tinamong sugat.
Bob Alegre, GMA News.
Ang ilang nasunugang residente dito po sa Las Piñas, ninakawan pa umano sa ulat po ng Super Radio, DCWP, nawalan daw sila ng washing machine, dryer, kalan, at iba pang kagamitan sa kasagsagan po ng sunog. Ayon sa Bureau of Fire Protection, NCR, nasa 6 na pamilyang apektado ng sunog sa Lopez Compound. Bukod po sa batang namatay, 3 ang sugatan. Sa puntong ito, mga kapuso, makapiling po natin, mga kaparental line, ang fire volunteer na si Jason Villaroman. Siya po yung binabanggit sa napauna natin ulat na nagligtas sa 2
Okay, now the ironing process is done. Now look at the textures of the hair. This is supposed to be the texture that we are expected to, but it's not yet finished. We still have another application to obtain or to achieve this uh, gorgeous look of the hair. So we proceed now to the next procedure or the next application, which is what we call the application of the concealer, or shall we say the neutralizer, the neutralizer. Now its function is to reconstruct the hair just like this one. Okay, this is what we call the concealer or the neutralizer that neutralizes the hair, the new textures of the hair. Okay, the main function of this particular treatment is to restructure, to reband the hair. Okay, so the absence of this treatment, nothing will happen this one. Okay, so this is the most important also because it is going to reconstruct the hair, this new structure. As during the application process, as the penetration is going on, this treatment will lack these new textures of hair, this new band of hair. So after the application of this treatment, this texture, this newly texture of the hair will last long. Okay, so this is the most important one. So we need to apply this one, and we should not miss this one. So in the application process, on treatment number 2, you can even start at the bottom part, here at the nape side, this one here, but you can also start at the top of the crown part of the hair. So let's start doing here at the top. Watch out. This is not yet iron. It's not yet iron.
Shopee free shipping! Nakakaloka! Bongga! Shopee free shipping! Shops! Ang liit! Bongga! Shopee free shipping! Ano man ang kailangan, i-Shopee na yan! 11/11 Big Christmas Sale! Shop na!
Take out ako lang.
Again, for the
Ay, alam ko na. Hindi ba dalawang kamera?
most tough stay! Oh, ang linis! No need to unleash with a gel!
Ako yun ang nabili. Pero malaman.
Naging kasi dito sa Facebook yun eh. Kaya siya, nalalaman yun.
Protect yourself with Gynapro on red days. With dry power protection that triumphs against red day odor, itch, and irritation. Get ultra protection from Gynapro, the feminine wash for red days.
Na ngayon, sa gabi
Bago
na
na panahon, tuloy ang pangarap maging champion. Kaya mas pinili ang Milo. Yung champion formula kasing 6 champion energy nutrients with milk, foam, and cocoa. Kaya laging malakas ang
sa gitna na ng kalsada, nagkakantay, baka makapasok. Oo nga, kasi napunta ko ng terminal, makikita ko yung mga bata makalas doon. Nasa labas, wala na madaanan ng mga sasakyan. Nagdadasal lagi dyan. Pagdating ko sa Batangas, wala na pasukan. Doon talagang at wala pasok ng mga bata. Huwag na ganyan.
Gusto natin ng coffee taste sa sakto.
Doon
Not
natin
too
ang bata
strong.
doon sa creaminess, sakto din. Not too creamy.
Kaya gusto natin
Improved
brown coffee.
Kung pumasok ka, school, ano na, school na mga room na saktong timpla, kaya masarap.
Sa unang
Gaya na
sintomas pa lang, pwedeng flu na yan. Bago pa lumala, unahan mo na. Mag-Bio-Flu agad. Kaya ang lahat ng sintomas ng flu.
Malayo sa dyan sa,
Ang flu.
malayo sa,
Mag-Bio-Flu. Hindi na yan.
gatandres sa atin.
Ito, ang harapan mo katawan, nagsisimula sa tiyan. Sa tiyan, ang Nestro ay may nutrients and anti-fortis para sa healthy tiyan. Kompletong nutri-tiyan. Pag healthy ang tiyan, happy ang kanyaki! Mag-Nestro na!
Para mapalinis ang kwarto niya?
Ako naisip ko talaga kung ako magagawa.
Oh, go siya.
Dapat na.
Para refresh siya? Love niya ang taak. 100% vitamin C. May real fruit taste pa. Gets that.
Sobra.
Okay lang kung maganda naman.
Wala. Kaya
Nagkasagutan
nasiging
sa Senado kanina sila Senadora Risa
ng
Ontiveros at Pia Cayetano. Kaugnay yan ang panawagan ng Ontiveros na imbestigahan ang anyay maanumalyang pagpapatayo ng mga pasilidad para sa SEA Games. Dinalmahan niya ni Cayetano, kapatid ni dating House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, na namuno noon sa Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee o PHISDOC. Nakatutok si Ma'am Gonzalez.
Questionable raw ang kasunduan sa pagitan ng Bases Conversion and Development Authority o BCDA at ng pribadong kontraktor na MTD Capital Berhad sa pagpapatayo ng mga sports facilities para sa SEA Games sa New Clark City sa Tarlac. Kaya nais ni Senador Risa Ontiveros, imbestigahan ito ng Senado.
First, I believe this partnership has the signs of being a fake joint venture. Second, this has the signs of being financed by a possible investor from a government bank. And third, they may have sidestepped public bidding laws, and now the country may have been left with a gigantic white elephant in Central Luzon.
Sabi pa ni Ontiveros, ang mahigit 7 bilyong pisong ginastos ng gobyerno para rito, nagamit sana para sa mas importanteng mga bagay.
Ano ang nabili ng taong bayan sa 9.5 bilyon na kinuha sa ating mga bulsa? Isang sports center na isang buwan pa lamang ginamit at malamang hanggang sa ngayon ay ginagastusan pa natin ng maintenance. Hindi kaya magiging white elephant ang mga facilities na ito? 9.5 bilyon pisong nagamit sanang panlaban sa COVID
Tapos na yan, wala pang COVID nung time
o
na yun.
kaya ay ayuda para sa kabikulan at iba pang mga rehiyon
Alam ba natin ang
matapos
mangyayari
ang
ngayon?
Rolling.
Ang tagumpay ng Oliveros, inalmahali sila Dorpia Cayetano, kapatid
talaga.
ng dating House
Paano?
Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, ang pinuno ng Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee o FISCO. Kasama ang FISCO sa pagpaplano
Alam
at
ba kung
pagpapatayo
alam mo
ng
na may
mga
mga
pasilidad
ganito?
para sa
Tapos na
igualdad
yung Asian Games, di ba? Nanalo ang mga Pilipino ng wagi
That
na.
we choose to make a political issue out of a world-class facility. Kaya tuloy, wala na mag-aabalang magpatayo ng matitino at kahawa-hawang mga infrastructure dito sa Pilipinas. Dahil magpatayo ka lang ng maganda, sasabihin na sa'yo na may kalutuhan ka. So paano? Puro bulok na lang tayo.
Da.
Para walang pumansin. Ganon. Paano magiging white elephant? Madam Sponsor, do you even know what are the conditions of our sports facilities? Para sabihin mo yung world class na yun, magiging white elephant? Hindi nyo ba alam na pinasa natin ang National Academy of Sports? And doon
I
sa
support
aral, doon magpe-training ang mga bata natin.
World-class nga naman. Maganda talaga yung facilities. But does this excuse the possibility of cutting corners, which I repeat, Mr. President, my speech was not the first to raise questions about, pero may aktual na mga opinion at observation bago sa araw na ito ng COA, ng GCG, at ng Office of the Government, OGCC. And the COA findings themselves were adverse.
I do not have the details. Wala akong hawak na papel. But I have to stand up for DCDA, for the architects, for the engineers, for every single construction worker that worked overtime. Madam Sponsor, alam nyo ba 24/7 nagtrabaho yun para makadeliver tayo sa Southeast Asian Games?
The good lady from Taguig mentioned the DCDA chair. Well, even he is facing graft and corruption charges. So, why?
Ilang sasakyan po ang na-stranded dahil sa pagbuo ng lupa o landslide kasunod ng pagkulan sa ilang probinsya. May mga turista rin na apektuhan matapos silang abutan ng pagtaas ng tubig sa ilog. Road ng probinsya na ngayon sa pagtutok ni Elil sumali.
Nagtungo sa falls sa barangay Kamaching para sanang magsaya, pero naabutan ng biglaang pagtaas ng tubig ang mga turistang ito sa Doña Remedios Trinidad sa Bulacan. Mabuti na lang to the rescue ang mga residente, pero naging pahirapan ang pag-rescue sa kanila dahil sa lakas ng agos ng tubig sa ilog. Kahit ang motorsiklong ito pinagtulungan ng bukatin para maitawid sa kabila. Ayon sa lokal na pamahalaan, wala namang naiulat na nasaktan.
So by next week, this color of hair will be highlighted in blonde color. So that is why we've never fixed it into one color, because we are going to add more colors on it just to enhance the color more.
Pinasok din ang baha pati loob ng mga bahay sa Pagudpod, Ilocos Norte. Abot hanggang tuhod ang bahang iyan na namerwisyo sa mga residente. Kaya sa Payaw, umapaw rin ang ilog. Kaya
So you can now differentiate before and after.
Bukod diyan, nagka-landslide pa sa barangay Pansian sa kaparehong bayan.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you've learned a lot. And guys, can I ask a favor? Can I have an appreciation, a sense of appreciation by writing a comment?
Sa Tugigraw, ayon sa mga tauhan ng lokal na pamahalaan, nakahanda na ang kanilang mga evacuation center sakaling may mga lumikas. Nakabantay na rin ang mga taga-city, DRMO at barangay officials.